Hey, welcome to the show. I'm Ryan Gomez.
I am Jon Kapora.
And today we've got all the official previews for Shadows over Innistrad for Wednesday, March 16th.
Woo!
It's a great batch. We're going to start it off with Jace, Unraveler of Secrets.
It's an insane batch, by the way, but we're going to start with this guy. This looks like a blast to play with and against.
Jace, Buyer of Bread. Jace, Returner of Phone Calls. Are you serious? Well, he's so vanilla and boring.
No, I'm not serious.
Well, he's obviously a very grindy kind of a card, right? It's a 5-mana Planeswalker. Doesn't really protect itself super well. I mean, yeah, it can bounce a creature.
Yeah.
But it's not going to save you when they have 5 or more creatures.
Right. If you're running this in Standard, the goal is going to be to keep the board clear with all your other spells, and then you just work your way up slowly to Jace, and then kind of ride that incremental advantage he provides to victory.
Okay, so it's like playing a game of war, and you've got all the aces in your deck. It's just kind of a matter of time.
Yeah. You're not a lock to win. You're not 100%, but you're highly probable. It's just going to take a while.
Boy, that sounds fun. A nice slow game with blue. All right, up next, what do we got here? Olivia, Mobilized for War.
Mobilized for war. No, that was good.
That's great input, Jon. Thank
you.
Yeah.
Well, what do you got?
Well, she's obviously aggressive, but it's also more of an enabler, kind of a role player kind of a thing. Right? It's like a build-around card, my favorite kind.
Sure. Well, what are we enabling with this card?
Well, she comes down on 3, so any good 4-drop that you want to give haste and a +1/+1 counter is going to be really aggressive and great. So if you're in Jund, maybe Woodland Wanderer would be a great one to drop in there and give haste to.
Sure, I'm in.
Yeah, all right. So if you don't want to go the 4-color route or whatever, you could do Thunderbreak Regent, right? Because he's also a fine monster to haste into play.
Okay, I was pretty cool on this card to start with, but I'm a lot warmer on it now that we're kind of talking, 5/5 hasty dragons for 4. It seems pretty decent.
Yep.
So next card up is Cigar, Aaron's Grace.
So she's 1 part kind of Ivory Mask, 1 part Moorland Haunt. Kind of shake those together, serve with a side of 4/5 flyer for 5.
I'm into that cocktail. It seems pretty awesome.
Yeah, so you like this card?
I do.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I play with Moorland Haunt and I play with Ivory Mask in Standard. I like them both. So putting them on a stick with flying seems awesome.
Well, it seems awesome, right? But this particular stick doesn't benefit from any of the stuff that she's doing for everyone else. So she's going to have a huge bullseye on her for all the removal that your opponent can now not use on any of your humans. They're just going to throw it on her. So
sure.
She buys you, a turn maybe at best. As far as the humans go, most of the good ones seem to turn into werewolves at some point, so I don't think that that's going to really help you, because when you're getting ready to throw down with them, they're going to be in beast mode, so she's not going to help you there, right? And the humans, you tend to go wide on those, so the point removal that your opponent's packing already was not going to be super useful, but you're still going to eat a Wrath or like Languish or something. Could still wipe out your whole team. The Hexproof doesn't help you there either, so she looks cool, and I like her as a character, but I think I'm going to have to say bulk rare on this one. I don't see her making more than $1.
That was kind of a bummer.
I know. I feel bad. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, Jon. Our last card for today, Epiphany at the Drown Yard.
Okay, so I have a confession to make. I just have a confession to make.
You stacked my deck when we were playing the Blessed versus Cursed dual decks, and you mana screwed me.
I did not do that. So I originally read this card as a Scaling Factor fiction and got super pumped, but in reality, it's a Scaling Steam Augury.
What's the difference?
I'm glad you asked. With Factor Fiction, your opponent makes the piles, so you're always going to just be able to give yourself the best card no matter what. Okay. With Steam Augury, you're making the piles, so the way you make the piles not only gives away or can potentially give away information about kind of what's in your hand, what you want your opponent to get, what level you're playing on, but basically with Steam Augury you are ensured to just not get the best card.
But you can get a bunch of cards off of Steam Augury.
Very true, but if your opponent knows what's up, the cards you get will probably just be bad, given the state of the game when you resolve Steam Augury.
But if your opponent doesn't know what they're doing...
Well, then you should just be able to win anyway with any other card. Just put any other card in your deck, and you should be able to win just fine.
Okay, well, I'm not really ready to write this one off just yet, right? Because based on what I've seen so far in the set, graveyard matters a lot, and even more than it did back in Theros when Steam Augury was printed. So maybe a scaling Steam Augury is actually really good for this standard.
Sure.
Look, I'm just saying, don't sleep on it.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, that's it for today. Blue got some great new toys.
Blue really needed the toys.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Blue didn't need anything. Let's give some other colors some love.
I know. All right. Well, make sure you hit TCGplayer.com for your pre-orders on both singles and sealed product for Shadows over Innistrad. Also visit our friend Wedge the Mana Source on YouTube for his thoughts on all of the cards we couldn't cover here today.
Love those polos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, Internet.